Okay, so we're going to go ahead on the left. You can see where we have our data. We're going to make this chart. You're going to see that the computer, as long as you feed it the correct data, it will quickly make the chart for you. Where the time comes is where if you're going to be going ahead and fine-tuning the look of that chart. And so I'll try and, after we show you how quickly the computer makes the most of it for us, how to fine-tune it. So all you have to do is I come in here and I come to my actual data. My data, these points right here, I definitely wanted to see these numbers, my net revenue, which gives me these red bars over here, and I want it to be able to see first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So I'm going to go ahead, and this other stuff I can type in later. I can, so what I need to do is select. So I go click, hold, drag, and I select over this area. Okay, that's it. I can take a chance in order to get income statement data and the rest of this also in here, but right now I'm just going to go real simple because then it allows me the freedom to manually add the titles later. I'm going to go click, hold, drag, and I've now dragged over so I have a square over first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and these 4 data points. That's all I really need. Then it's a matter of coming up here, see my tabs, you see the one that says charts. Well, I'm going to go charts, and it says insert charts all, or so I'm going to click on all, and it gives me, you might have a slightly different looking button depending on if you've already selected charts after you've opened up Excel, but after you click on, we should all have the same looking screen. And this is 2D, here's 3D. I like the 3D look, although you'll see most times people with 2D. I like this one. So I'm going to go with 3D stacked. And if you have time, go through and pick and choose what you actually like, what would look best in your presentations. I'm going with 3D stacked. I click on it. There it is. It's pretty much done. Look at the original on the left-hand side in that PDF right here, and look how close we are. So I'm going to take, four arrow. The rule of thumb, for now we're going to start doing our fine-tune edits. The rule of thumb is if you want to make a change and you're not sure how to get something to be able to do the fill or something else, is do one of two things. Either right-click on it or double-click on it. And 99% of the time, a window will open with your solution in front of you. Again, either right-click on it or double-click on it. First thing I see, as you see over here, I have net revenue, and I want net revenue to be on top of these bars. And this blue one, I'm not sure why it appeared, but I don't need it. So I'm going to click on the blue one, and I click directly on the color itself, and I hit delete. It's gone. And I can, there, I'm going to find the edge. I need to find a 4 square arrow. There's my 4 square arrow. Now I can drag this and put it directly over my bars. Now again, I want to increase the size of this. So I'm going to right click on it and see if I can find format. Here's one, format text. And it's just very intuitive. So I'm going to go format text. I just want the text to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to come in here and how about I go 14. Right now it's a 10. Let's go 14. How about instead of being regular, I go bold. And what if I change the color? According to that PDF, it's blue, so I'll go with blue, and I'll leave it alone for now. And not bad. I like it. It's right there. Okay. Now, how about the background? I want to go ahead, and so I'm going to just double-click on the background. You know what I like is, look, it tells me that, see how it says back wall? Then there's a side wall, and there's even a floor. Well, that's telling me that when I go ahead and double click and open this, whatever options it's giving me, here's the window that just appeared, it's only going to be applying to that quote-unquote back wall. So that means I'm going to have to, which is nice, it really allows you to customize things. Ooh, I don't want black. I'm going to go light gray. Nope, too light. It won't come out when I put it on the printer. There, nice. How about this? I'm going to double click on the sidewall, see what I get, automatic. Light gray, is that the same gray? Yep. And then how about floor? Double click, that gray even looks a little bit darker, so I'm gonna, come on. I'm going to say OK, and then double click, automatic, and I'll get my last gray. What do you think? That one right there? Lovely. Okay. Then I like first, you know, I have all this space here. How about I go ahead and I click. I'm trying to get a bar. You know what it looks like when you want to expand something. So I'm going to click on, click. I know I can grab, I have to close this window first. I apologize. I hit OK. Now I'm going to start working on, I'm going to go click, and I don't need that. I'm going to, ooh, there's my bar. Is that my bar? There. On the edge, I get a bar. See how when I'm on it, which is odd because normally the four-way arrow appears when you're on an actual item. Here, it only appears when you're on the edge of it. So I'm going to go click, hold, drag, and there it is. And now I can move it wherever I want. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and take up some of this space. Now, I'm going to pull it open. There, see how I just made it bigger? But I'm going to make the box itself, the frame it's in, I'm going to make it smaller. Make it smaller, a little bit smaller, even though I'm going to make, come on, there we go, like this. Oh, remember, click on the edge. I'm on the edge, and now I'm going to expand it. And let's see what it looks like. Much better. Now, same thing, frame. I want to move the frame. So I'm going to take the frame, go like that. Now it's nice and centered with my data above. I like it. What other changes can I make here? Well, once I pulled this open, you notice how first quarter, second quarter isn't sitting on top of itself. It expanded out. If I want to change the color of these, I could by just double clicking on them. I bet here's a window, fill, and I can change that to a darker red. There it is. I really don't like that though. I kind of like the other one, but it does match the PDF, so I'll go with it. And what's left here? We have net revenue. We have a lot done. On the side, see this data over here? If you want to change that data, all you have to do is I'm going to click on the data right there. I'm going to try double clicking on it. I don't think it's going to work to open it. Oh, it did. So I'm going to come up here to scale, okay? And so I double clicked on the data. I went to scale. Instead of having 10,000 to 60,000, what if you wanted to go in from 0 to 60,000, okay? But instead of every 10,000 in increments, we're going to go 20,000 increments. So there's only 3 data points. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to scale, and I'm betting that this 10,000, if I change it, see here's 60,000, the top. Here's 0, that's where it starts from. What if I take out the 10,000, put in 20,000, and that's it right there. Now I can go ahead and I can change the font if I want. I can change the look if I want. I'm going to go, believe it or not, I liked the way it was, but it's what I need to mainly I need to show you that you have full control of changing anything you want to change. Last, what I need to do is, you see where it says year, these titles, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look for where can, it's not a click. I am going to show you, I'm going to try clicking right here, okay? And it's not going to give me the option, format chart area, change chart type, select data. I've tried these before. The way to get to put that title in is you have a lot of different options up here in charts, chart layout, and inside a chart layout you have a lot of different options here, and one of them is axes titles, and that's going to allow me to type directly in. In essence, all I need is a text box, and make a text box, call it year, and put it on the bottom, and then make a text box, call it income in thousands, and put it on the y-axis on the left, and just spin it. That's all these really are right here. But they have this here for us, which is really nice, this axis title. And so I'm going to click the right side, I'm going to say horizontal. Horizontal is the x-axis. It's swinging your hand left to right. It's a row. And so I'm going to go horizontal, title below the axes. And if you look down below there, there it is. And I can start typing. I shouldn't have clicked, but There, now it's in light blue. I should have been able to start typing. I didn't have to put it in light blue. And down here I'm going to call this year. And if I want to change the font size and any of that, I can. But I'm just going to continue on now. I'm going to click off, and then I'm going to come up to, whoops, charts, chart. Ooh, what did I do? I just lost my, I'm going to click back on. There, chart layout. I have to be clicked on the chart for it to work. And then axis titles, and then here's my vertical, and then rotated title. And it gives you, see that little golden orange piece right there? It shows you exactly where it's going to be. And now, I don't even have to click on that thing, axis title. Don't even go near it. I bet if I just start typing, it'll work. It did. Income, see, I didn't even type on it. I didn't even click on it. I just started typing. Income, comma, in, or parentheses in, ooh, what did I do? There, in thousands, parentheses, done. Now I'm going to get my 4 arrow. I'm going to move this guy out a little bit. I'm going to take year. He's nice. I can double click on it, change the color of those titles. I can make them bigger, smaller, bolder. But right now I think I've done a really nice job in creating this chart. What you're going to do right now is you've been supplied with the review data. And now you're going to take all the skills you just learned here and the ability to fine-tune them and go ahead and do the same thing within the review